Are you dreaming of becoming a big-time YouTube success? Trust me, I've been there. Caught up in the hype, chasing those huge numbers, thinking it would solve all my problems. But if you don't find a healthy balance between crushing your goals and staying happy in real life, you can get trapped in a cycle of burnout. Nobody wants that. Hey, Arthur here. Welcome to Movavi vlog. And today, I want to share a few personal tips on how to avoid burnout and find real, lasting success. Let's keep it fun, keep it simple, and keep it real because success should feel good, not exhausting. Success versus failure. It's a constant battle for every aspiring YouTuber. Some dream of millions of views, some hope for big paychecks, and others just want to have fun creating content. The tricky part is that always easy to check off all those boxes at once. And that's where the concept of success and failure gets personal. Everyone defines it differently. For example, if we look at the stats here in Movavi vlog, we'll see that our top performing videos are all about how to shoot and edit videos on your phone. Every time we release that kind of content, updating our tips, showcasing new methods, they blow up. Oh, it's super exciting, right? But let's be honest, not all topics are gonna rack up crazy views. I decided to make a video about cinematic editing techniques. I'm a huge movie buff and I absolutely loved researching and filming that video. In the end, I only got about 2,500 views. On paper, that's not exactly viral, but I was genuinely proud of how it turned out. I learned tons while making it, and the people who did watch it seemed to really appreciate it. So here's the dilemma. Should you chase trending topics that might not totally spark your passion, or should you create videos you personally love, even if only a small group of like-minded viewers will watch them? Finding that sweet spot between these extremes can be tough, and there is no one-size-fits-all solution. The big takeaway is this: popularity doesn't always equal happiness. If you want YouTube to be more than just a hobby for you, it's crucial to figure out what really matters: your creativity, the numbers, or a bit of both. Ideally, you'll find a way to blend them together so you can grow your channel and still have fun. After all, success should feel inspiring, not draining. Picture this: you launch your channel, post a handful of videos, and boom, one of them takes off, algorithm blesses you, you get a nice chunk of views, and your sub count starts climbing. Naturally, you assume it's gonna be smooth sailing from now on. Unfortunately, that's rarely the case. When your follow-up videos don't match that initial high, it's easy to get discouraged. That's when people start obsessing over other successful channels, chasing trendy topics, and basically trying to copy whatever's in. They figure, work for that big YouTuber, will work for me too. But here's the hard truth: more often than not, this leads to disappointment. You might see a small bump in views, or maybe not at all, and end up feeling stuck. Then you try another angle and another, but the magic just isn't happening. Sound familiar? Why does this keep happening? Because in the rush to imitate proven formulas, people lose sight of how blogging and vlogging actually works at its core. It's great to learn from successful creators, but there's a world of difference between being inspired by them and becoming their clone. Your own spark, your own angle, that's what will keep people coming back for more. Sometimes we think success is this perfect combo of three elements: growth, creative freedom, and authenticity. The twist is, getting all three in perfect harmony is next to impossible. If you want to stay true to who you are and have unlimited freedom in your content, you might need to accept that rapid channel growth and big paychecks could take a back seat. If you're aiming for steady growth and income from your channel, you'll probably need to focus on trendy topics rather than your personal passion projects. And if you want the freedom to create whatever you want and still blow up online, brace yourself for a hectic, work all the time kind of lifestyle. I know it sounds dramatic, but that's how it usually plays out. Picture a channel about real estate suddenly dropping a quirky video on renting apartments in ancient Rome. Suppose that new video goes viral and reels in a big crowd that loves that fun angle. After that, sticking to your regular real estate only content could mean losing these newcomers, because now they want more entertaining historical twists. So you've got a choice: keep doing what you originally loved and lose some of that fresh, hype-fueled audience, or chase the new trend and maybe lose some authenticity in the process. That's why early on, it's super important to decide on your strategy and follow it. Trying to be everything to everyone usually ends ends up in frustration, both for you and for your viewers. Now, about being yourself. One of the biggest mistakes new creators make is trying to be a carbon copy of someone else. Maybe you see a popular YouTuber cracking jokes non-stop and think, I should totally do that too. So you shoot your video imitating that style, and it actually takes off. But now you're stuck. Do you keep pretending or admit it's not the real you? Either choice leads to some serious stress and potential burnout. The best way to avoid that is to work what's naturally yours. Maybe you are super charismatic and get everyone pumped up. Maybe you are hilarious with a magnetic sense of humor. Or you're brilliant at breaking down complex ideas so anyone can understand them. Or you are an expert in a niche field and can't wait to share all the cool stuff you know. Whatever makes you uniquely you, own it. That uniqueness is your power source, and it's what will draw in an audience that truly vibes with you. Don't underestimate the appeal of just being real. People get tired of polished, perfect influencers who never show a flaw or admit a mistake. Sometimes it's the everyday, relatable stuff, your so-called imperfections, that viewers love the most. So instead of trying to copy someone else's blueprint for success, embrace your own style. Trust me, your audience is always on the lookout for something fresh and genuine. Go ahead and show them the real you. Another thing that can totally throw you off your vlogging game and maybe even lead to burnout is going all in on complex editing without any real system in place. I get it. You want your videos to look super pro, so you start using every fancy effect, transition, and filter you can find. But instead of a jaw-dropping result, you end up with a hectic mashup visuals that's just too much for viewers to handle. On top of that, a lot of people dive into hard-to-use editing software, spend hours struggling, get frustrated, and eventually quit. Sometimes the project you have in mind could be done so much easier in a more user-friendly tool, but you didn't know that and ended up discouraged. So what's to fix? Plan out your editing process. If you love experimenting with transitions, effects, and unexpected techniques, but don't want to sink endless hours into it, start small, learn the basics, make sure your video flows nicely, and then add in the more elaborate stuff as you go. That way you keep things fun instead of stressful. Now, if you are itching to create epic edits, play around with cool effects, wild transitions, and all sorts of creative ideas, but still keep your free time and sanity, we've got the perfect option. Movavi Unlimited. It's a total package that lets you edit quickly and easily while still enjoying the creative process. And you don't have to sacrifice hours just figuring out the software. Movavi Unlimited comes packed with over 6,000 effects, LUTs, music, sound effects, overlays, you name it, and new ones drop every month. Get all this at the price of just one program. That's right, it's basically everything you need to produce top-notch content. Want to enhance your photos with AI to boost color, swap backgrounds, or erase random objects? Done! Need to record your screen for online calls, webinars, or tutorials? Easy. Plus, you can convert your video, audio, and images at high speed, and when you're ready to edit, you can pump up your video with awesome effects in just one click. And today, we're offering a super special deal, 80% off on Movavi Unlimited. Check out our website for details, link is in the description below. A lot of new creators get caught up in how many views their videos will rack up. They're thinking how many likes, how many subs, how many people will watch. If everything revolves around the numbers, it's only a matter of time before you burn out. Picture this. You spend hours or days perfecting your edit, post the video, and it barely hits half the views you were hoping for. Yeah, it's disappointing. But if you flip your mindset to what can I give instead of what can I get, everything changes. When you create content that educates, inspires, or just brightens someone's day, you will still feel good about what you've made, even if it doesn't go viral. Before editing, ask yourself, what does the viewer walk away with? That question alone can fuel your motivation, no matter what the final view count is. Content made with heart and real purpose will always stand a better chance of sticking around. It's also tempting to chase perfection, wanting every video to look flawless, but trust me, perfectionism can be your worst enemy. You can spend weeks tweaking tiny details most viewers won't even notice, and by then you've missed the timely window when people are most interested. Plus, you might run out of steam and start vetting the process, so instead of aiming for perfect, aim for for consistency and sustainability. It's way better to release videos regularly, even if they have small imperfections, than to hold them back forever. Set up a workflow that's enjoyable, not exhausting. Break big tasks into smaller steps. Maybe do your main edit one day, color correction the next, and sound design after that. Finding your own rhythm keeps the process fun and helps you avoid burnout, because in the long run, showing up consistently with real passion beats being perfect every single time. If you want to succeed on YouTube without burning out, there are a few key things to keep in mind. First, lean into your strengths. Learn from others, but don't just copy. Second, find that balance between creativity and growth. And remember, real success usually goes hand in hand with consistent, mindful work. Experiment, have fun, and make videos that bring value not only to your viewers, but also to you. I've been posting content on YouTube for years, and in my experience, it's more like a marathon than a sprint. Go into it with a clear head and realistic pace. The success you're after will come in its own time.